Hi, I'm Colin, and today I'm going to teach you how to build a step. Step one is just like any other hardscape project. You want to start with design and layout. Now, the one thing we want to consider is the overall height we're trying to achieve and the product we want to utilize. So the overall height, we have about 13 inches here, so we know that we can make a very comfortable 6.5-inch step up to this raised patio. So we only need one course of block here, just one singular step. The type of material we want to use is Murata. Murata is nice because we have lots of variance in the height of step we can build because it's a tall block. Plus, it matches our existing raised patio. We're using our Monaco coping as a cap again to match our raised patio. It makes a nice round bullnose here. We know what kind of block we want to use. We know how tall the step is going to be roughly. Now we're going to go with width. We're going to go 4 feet wide to make a nice comfortable step. That's very easy to achieve with our Murata block as a reference because they're all 16 inches long. We're going to take our marking paint, mark out a 4-foot step, then we can start excavating. After we've painted everything up, we move on to step 2, which is excavation. Now, the depth of excavation is totally dependent on your particular project. For our specific project, we're going to be excavating 21 inches below the top of this capstone. The reason why we're doing that is we need to fathom the depth of our gravel, which is going to be 4 inches, the height of our block, which is 8 inches, and then our capstone, which is 2 3/8. Now, that doesn't quite equal 21 inches, but then we still need that 6.5-inch buffer between the top of this cap to this cap. So 21 inches is our reference point below the top of this capstone here. We finished excavating our trench for our step. Now we can go ahead and start bringing in our gravel base, which is the next step. We're going to bring in 4 inches of gravel overall, but we want to do that in 2-inch lifts and hand tamp it to achieve proper compaction. Now, if we excavated 21 inches for the complete depth of this step here, we're gonna bring the gravel up to about 17 inches, making sure we have about at least 4 inches of compacted gravel base in there. Okay, so we've tamped in all of our gravel base. Now we can move on to step 4, which is going to be setting our base block. Okay, so we're using Murata angulos because they're nice and shallow for our coping. We did have to cut the corner pieces to 10 inches to incorporate about that 2 inches of projection here. We did make sure and double check that we're centered where we started. We just used a seam of the block here. Basically, all we have to do is set the blocks level in each direction with any kind of spirit level. Once we have all of our blocks in here to obtain our 4 foot in length, we're going to fill all these voids and behind the blocks with gravel so we have something nice for our caps to sit on, which we'll be putting on our last step. Okay, with our block set level and backfilled with gravel, we can move on to the final step, which is going to be capping our block. Again, we're using the Monaco coping and charcoal so that it matches our existing raised patio. We did a couple mitered corners so that it matches our raised patio as well. We're going to throw down some Sure-Bond 20 flexible adhesive and put our caps on. With the exception of maybe some landscaping to fill in the void from when you excavate for your block, you have a completed project.